Hello, hello. By the time you are watching this, I'm actually on vacation. So obviously, I wasn't able to do my stream this week, which means that there's not really a headphone highlight today. But I do want to give you a video, so hopefully, this will kind of um, suffice for that. So, what I'm going to do instead is give you a brief tour of the new desk setup. Maybe that's interesting to you. Let's see. Okay, so here's the setup. This is a new setup for me because I got myself a new monitor and a new vase mount for the monitor. Please excuse the bad cable management and the clutter all over the desk. I'm still working on it. It still kind of needs some work, but here's the current setup. We look down here, all sorts of goodies. Not everything is connected right now. It's just kind of placed out here for me to get an idea of kind of where I want things to go. But there are a couple things that are currently connected and working. So, starting over here, my adorable little dot Mark III tube amp. I have hardly had an opportunity to use this thing because my desk has just not had the space for it. Now that my desk has a space for it, we're bringing the little tube amp back out because this thing's pretty great. I love this thing. So that's going to get set up sometime soon. Going back over here, this is the new arrival. This is brand new for me. I just got this just last week. This is the topping D90 on top of the new topping A90 discrete. I am using the MQA version, so this is the topping D90 SE. You do not need to get the MQA version. By all means, get the LE version, the topping D90 LE. It will not come with MQA, but you'll save $100. And if you don't care about MQA, please go ahead and do that. I have the MQA model almost exclusively just because I happen to listen to a lot of Tidal, and that's something that Tidal offers. That's the only reason I have MQA. I would not recommend it. I don't think it's a very good buy. I don't think it's a good value. So if you don't care about MQA, just get the non-MQA version, please. But anyway, I am planning on doing like an actual review of these units sometime soon, so you can look forward to that. Connected to the A90 is, of course, our lovely and amazing and wonderful Argon T60s. My babies. I love them. These have kind of replaced the original T50 Argons as my daily drivers. I love them. I love them so much. They're just my babies. So they just kind of sit here all the time and are my daily driver for most things. Moving on, we got some old units down here. Get this out of your way. That is an original Shay Audio Magni and Madi version 2. This was one of the first stacks I ever owned, and it's been sitting in the closet for quite a while. And I figured, what the hell? I have the desk space. Let's bring it back out, and I'm going to use this as an opportunity to see kind of how things sound today on this unit. Like, I haven't heard it for a while. I want to see how it compares. How, if it holds up to where it was in the past. That used to be like one of the greatest budget stacks you can get. I want to see if it still holds up. Down here, we have an SMSL M100. It's a very simple, tiny little DAC. It's not connected, so I'll just take it out and show you. It's just a cute little blue box. It's just a perfect little DAC. It's nothing fancy, and this is mainly what I use to power the tube amp most of the time. Not power, but deliver my audio to the amplifier. That's generally what I use that for. It's just a cute little unit. It does what it needs to do. That's simple as that. Over here is our trusted and true hard workhorse of a amplifier. I have used this thing to death. This is the Mass Drop plus THX AAA 789. They've upgraded to the drop. Well, not upgraded, but they have changed it to just the drop version. I did have the Mass Drop version for the longest time. It said Mass Drop here instead of just Drop, but that bricked on me, and that was really upsetting. But I did get a replacement, and I'm still using it. Not as much since I got the Silver Wonders, but this is something that I have used for a very, very long time, and is something I'm probably going to continue to use here and there, particularly comparing it to the new silver stack. So that's something, again, you can look forward to. Coming up to the top here, we have this adorable little guy. This is the Little Bear P2, I believe it's called. This is just an adorable, tiny little hybrid tube amp. It's just the smallest little baby tube amp. Look at this thing. It's adorable. It looks like a smiling face. It's just the friendliest, cutest little thing. Obviously, I don't have it connected right now, but I pulled that out too because, once again, hey, I got the desk space for it now. Let's have a little bit of fun. It has, I don't have it on right now so you can't see it, but it has this really amazing meter, a graphic meter up here, which is awesome. I can't wait to have that plugged in and showing that off again. Over here we have the basic stream deck. This is just the deck that I use when I'm streaming to switch between, the headphone highlight, which is that button right there with the headphones, and all my various other scenes that I have while I'm streaming. Okay, moving on. Over here on our right side, we have my audio interface for my microphone. This is the Universal Audio, it says right up there up top. Hold on. There it is, the Universal Audio Volt 276. I love this thing. I had a Focusrite audio interface for the longest time, a Scarlett, I think it was the i2, and that did fine. It was a very serviceable, very good beginner user interface, but this thing is amazing. I love this thing. I am using its special built-in filters, the 76 compressor filter, as well as the vintage filter. So that gives it just this, it gives it this really, really nice kind of retro radio filtering to your voice, and it's rich and it's lovely, and this thing is amazing. I love it. Below that, we have the SMSL SU8. This is a very, very good, very plain DAC. There's, again, not a whole lot special about it. It does have a remote, so that's nice. It is a balanced DAC, and this is the DAC that I usually have paired with the THX. It's still paired with the THX right now, but what I also use the DAC for is for my speakers. So this is a great DAC. I still like this DAC. It's still pretty clean. It's not going to compare to something like the D90, but that's okay, because the D90 is only ever going to be paired with the A90. That's just what I've decided. And then this thing is going to just pretty much be for speakers and extra stuff like the THX. So I still am going to make good use out of this. I still like it a lot. In terms of speakers, we have Fluon speakers. These are 5-inch Fluon speakers. I believe they're the AI40Ws. I don't know if you can really get them anymore. They're really great little speakers. I like the aesthetic. They are Bluetooth. They are powered, but they're nice. They're very, very nice speakers. They're maybe not the best sounding speakers, but they sound good enough for what I want them to do here at the desk. I do not use them for monitoring or anything like that. If I'm going to be monitoring, I'm going to be using headphones. So this is just kind of, if I'm gaming and don't particularly want to be wearing headphones while I'm gaming, I'll go through that. It's great. And then these audio stands are amazing. Despite my best efforts, I cannot remember off the top of my head what these are called, but I will have a link to them in the description if you're interested. I love these things. These are great. They give you some extra space and real estate. I'm not even needing to use the real estate, but I did for a while. Before I had this new setup, I would absolutely use the extra space that those stands gave me. I had I believe I had the tube amp under there, over there, and then I had the audio interface under it over there. So that's basically it. The other big addition is the monitor. So I got this entire new setup. Happened because I got sick of not being able to utilize this space right here. The monitor that I had, not this one, the monitor I used to have, had a huge stand that took up too much space of the desk, and I couldn't have anything right in front of me. So I bought that arm mount back there, that VESA arm mount for the monitor. I hooked that thing up. Everything was going fine. I hooked my old monitor to the VESA mount arm, and the monitor broke. right dead center, it just got this like almost like a delaminated right down the center, and it became just, when I would power it on, just this black bar followed by just like waves of rainbow colors on the other side. It was completely busted, screwed, done. Nothing I could do about it. It really, really sucked. I loved that monitor. So I had no choice. I had to get a new one. And since I had to get a new monitor, I decided I might as well step it up and got myself something a little bit better. This is an LG monitor. To be specific, this is the LG 34 GP83A-B, blah, 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 blah. It's a very nice monitor, 1440p ultra wide, 144 hertz. It could be overclocked to 160. It's got G-Sync, so it's a great gaming monitor, but also it has super high color accuracy and 10-bit color. And since I do content creation for my day job, this is important for me, not just for gaming, but also for productivity. So I'm able to do my video editing and my graphic design and illustrations, color accurate, and also some badass gaming. So it's a great monitor, and it's working great. I just need to get a replacement cable for it because the cable it came with is not long enough. But anyway, there it is. There's the desk setup. Oh no, don't look at the cables. And then a big honkin' ridiculous PC with my hat on top. There you go. Hope this was an interesting video. We will get back to having regular headphone highlights next week when I get back from being out of town. So hope you enjoyed that, and have yourself a good weekend. See ya.